Hey YouTube, I'm back for round two. I thought it would be wise to try and separate out my thoughts into topics. So I'm going to try to do my best to focus on one video to one topic at a time, slowly breaking down each aspect. I figured a good place to start is where I'm currently at. So this year has been especially difficult for me. Hasn't been the most difficult year of my life, but you never know when the mania is going to get worse or when it's going to happen, for that matter. So it's like I feel like this year I've had to be prepared to have the worst day of my life every day of my life. Often it feels like that until something new tops my latest mistake. This year it's been one mistake after another, and I keep telling myself that I need to do better and I need to do something differently, but I can never seem to actually do it. I've spent years figuring out what I like to call are my triggers, and I do everything in my power to avoid these triggers. So let me just give you an example. I can't get up in the morning before I'm ready anyway. If I do, it's like instantly a hard day, instantly an emotional day. I won't feel on my game at all that day, and I have to be mentally in my head and keep telling myself, you can do this, just breathe. It's just one day, we can make it through, you're strong. And just having to be in your head telling yourself those things constantly is exhausting. Let me bring you up to speed though in the current hole that I've pushed myself into. I've had the same job for over a year now, and I've worked my way up pretty quickly thanks to my mania, go, go, go all the time. I actually enjoyed working there, which is extremely hard for me to find. Being in that environment just made me feel good and like I was doing something normal. Unfortunately, about a month ago, I got another speeding ticket, and apparently that was the topping on the cake for my insurance company. I received a letter in the mail about a few weeks ago informing me that they will no longer be insuring me anymore. Not that big of a deal though, right? I mean, just find a new insurance company. Well, I tried for days and no one would take me. I live in a small town where there's no public transportation, so my car is basically my lifeline to get to work. I'm crushed, pissed that I did this to myself, but most of all I'm disappointed that I let down my family. Now I have really absolutely no choice but to quit my job and attempt to make money from home to help my husband and my daughter. So lately I've been brainstorming about all sorts of crazy things. I don't know, I just feel like I've failed yet again, and it stings especially bad this time because I really was trying to focus every day. I really was trying to do better. I really was trying to make progress, to keep myself in line, to act normal, and I blew it up again. So let me give you a little bit of a reasoning as to how I got this way. When I was younger, I used to be a shy child, keep to myself mostly. I'd pretty much let other kids pick on me, do whatever they want, make fun of me, and I wouldn't really say or do anything. I just mentally and physically shut down. One day when I was a teenager, it was like a light switch just went on, and I didn't want to be a punching bag anymore. And I started standing up for myself, not being afraid to speak my mind, and even push back when I felt it was necessary. I started being the kind of person that volunteered to speak in front of a room of people. The kind of person who wanted to be a leader to her peers. The kind of person who really wasn't afraid anymore. The kind of person who would take a challenge head on and always have that inner strength to pull them through. That's who I was. Before my mom suffered a stroke and my whole world changed forever. The anger that I felt after watching my mom suffer through all of that is what changed me. I think it crippled me. Now, I still want to be all those things, but it just feels like I'm towing around a house with me everywhere I go. Like, every day I'm doomed before I even begin, and I'm fighting within myself just to make it through a normal day. But I never give up, no matter how bad it gets, or how hopeless I end up feeling at the end of the day. I never give up. I have a family, a young daughter, and a husband that I have to think about. But even if I didn't have them, I'd still do it for myself. You have to. If you don't do it for yourself, no one else is going to do it for you. So until next time, stay strong, and remember, you're not alone.